Hey, it's Erwin from GameEnthus.com, and this one is about Blokk, the game that dares you to be square. Blokk is from Blokk Games, and it's been designed by Kim-Erik and Carmen Frisholm. It is from 1 to 4 players. Takes about 15 to 20 minutes to play, and it's for ages 5 and up. Let's open up and see what's in the box, in the Blokk box. Put that right there just in case you forgot. So you can, at home, you can yell out Blokk, just like I did just there. And make sure you put a lot of emphasis, in it. Sound excited because of the exclamation point. You must respect exclamation points. Don't overuse them, but respect them. Okay, we have some foam here, as is a thing. Okay, well, let me actually show you this first. So this is the actual apparatus in which you'll be building said blocks. It can spin. It's been wonderfully 3D printed. I love the texture on it, and you see it's still spinning. It's spinning. It's spinning. It might spin through this whole preview. It's not, but still, I can hope and I can dream. I can also stop it from spinning. So this is a 5x5. You can also place this on top, and now it is a 4x4. Let me show you that again. 5x5, 4. 5x5, 4. 5, 4, 5, 4, 4, 5, 4, 5. Okay, you get the idea. I've gone too far. You can spin that too. Sure, it's a little bit heavier, but it's negligible. It's still spinning just as well. And we also have the blocks themselves. Now, there's a story here. Now, each one of these colors, you see there's 6 of them, can fit into a 3x3 cube. There's sort of a meta game here where there's actually a separate set of instructions for building the family cube. So there's a meta game. So you take all this stuff out of the box. You have to put it back in the box. I'm not always the best at block puzzles and those little slider puzzles. Those are like the bane of my existence. Not really, I'm exaggerating, but each one of these, this is the yellow minus the one part that I left in the box. So as you can see, it all fits together. Yay, look at that. But, wait a minute. But don't take it for granted, because if it comes apart, it looks all nice and neat. Hey, it's together, look at that. But yeah, it's a thing. So I'm just gonna say that I did put these all back in the way they're supposed to be. And of course I will do that as this preview copy makes its way to someone else to preview it. But I think maybe I didn't have the foam on as close as I should have, and the orange kind of got jostled a bit, if that excuse makes sense to you. So I'll take all these out. But there's an interesting meta game in putting them all back together, because it is not a given. They all go back together differently. So you're probably thinking, oh, come on, it's not that big of a deal. It's not a big deal. It's fine. I kind of appreciate the fact that there is somewhat of a meta game in this box amongst the game that's already here. So I'm gonna take all these out. And fear for the day I have to put them back in. And that day is today. And it's funny that 2 of them are joined. So purple and blue actually have a piece that goes together. So anyway, these are all the pieces. On top of that, you have cards, and these cards have specific shapes on them. They have specificity. So these, I'll show you how there's 3 different ways you can play, but there's also 3 games and then 3 ways to play those games,
if you follow me.
Also, there's some bags that have golden pieces in them, and there's challenges in the manual. And you're not supposed to really mess with the golden pieces until you've completed the challenges. So I'm just going to leave those in there. I'm pretty sure that the instructions specified maybe for them to be mentioned, but not really show them. So I'm going to adhere to what they asked. There's a bunch of special golden pieces that you're only supposed to really mess with once you've earned it. And then there's a single die with one of the 6 colors on every side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Did you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? You caught that, right? Boom. Okay. This is the stand. Let me show it on its side too, so you can see how it spins. Actually, I'll just spin the base. You see the base spinning? Look at that base. Look at that. It's spinning. So there's actually 3 different game types in Blokk. I'm going to keep doing that. You have Architect, which is a solo mode in which you are trying to construct either a 4x4 or 5x5 with as few imperfections as possible. Imperfections are things hanging out beyond the border of the 4x4 or 5x5. You know, something that's, you know, you have this here like that. This would be an imperfection because you see it's outside of the border of the 4x4. The 4x4 is in here. So that'd be imperfection. A hole is a perfection. And it's like a way where you kind of start off with 100 points and then you would lose points as the imperfections reveal themselves. You also have the Blokk Party mode, which is from 2 to 4 players, where it's a co-op mode where where the 2 to 4 players are all trying to construct a cube and kind of adhere to the same thing as the Architect mode, where it's a co-op mode. You're trying to construct a cube with as few imperfections as possible. So you want to not have things hanging off the side. You also would lose points, I think, in those modes for things that fall off. I believe you lose points for that as well. So that's what the Blokk Party is. You have what's called the Block Off mode, where it works similarly to Architect and Blokk Party, but each player is taking a turn in building a block and getting a score for it, losing points for various imperfections, like I mentioned before. So Blokk does come with a scoring pad here, as I mentioned. Each with space for 2 architects on each sheet. So you need 2 sheets for a 4-player game. And everybody would start off with 100 points, and you would lose 1 point for every imperfection. Like I said, like a hole, something hanging off the edge. You'd lose 5 points for any piece that falls off of the actual stand. And if 3 or more blocks fall off, either at the same time or in total, while that particular architect is building their cube, they would essentially lose and have to start over. So those are the 3 different game modes. You have 3 different game styles, but there's 3 different ways of playing. One way of playing is called free block, where players, be it co-op or while they're building their own cube to be scored against one another, can pick up any block, any free block, and place it in yay to their heart's desire. Then there's dice block, where you would roll the die, and you'd have to pick a shape in that particular color. Oops, I got yellow, so then I would have to place a yellow piece. As you can see, it uses all 3 dimensions, not just 2, it uses 3. So don't get it twisted, it uses all 3. And then the absolutely most challenging is card block. This deck will be shuffled up, and on an architect's turn, they would take a single card and they would have to place that specific shape. That's the thing. So that will be, I believe that will be this shape here, or like this. So, oh boy, that could be dangerous. So you have free block, die block, and then card block. And those are all pretty much the major modes that you can find in Blokk. So there are 4 different block types. You have what's called the monocube, as in 1. You have the, where is it? There's a die, you have a die cube, that's obviously 2. You have a tetracube, which is 4. And then you have a pentacube, which is 5. There's also a tricube. I don't know why I skipped tricube. It's here. Oh, you have a tricube as well. So you have several different block types, come in various shapes. And that's how it might go. So as I mentioned, the golden blocks, you can unlock the first golden block if you complete any 3 challenges. You can unlock the second one. You complete 6 challenges. You can unlock the 3rd golden block golden block when you complete 10 challenges. And the challenges are detailed in the manual. So you have a 4x4, get 90 points or more on, well, 90 points for a free block, 90 points for a dice block, and 85 points for a card block. I mean, the card, come on, they got to give you those 5 points are crucial because you have to take that shape. It's nuts. And then it's a 5x5, and then you have a 3x3x3. Oh boy. 4x4, 5x5, another 5x5. Oh yeah, but I guess that oftentimes what really increases is the number of points you need in order to score that. So it's pretty challenging to unlock those golden blocks, those golden cubes. So, and that is Blokk. So, I mean, I started off playing, free Blokk, just seeing what I had here and working it out as best I could. So let's say I put that there. Did I use that die block already? So I'll use this. And now I'm going to need put that there. And I do like the fact that it turns. The fact that you can rotate it really helps. And if you are playing block party, maybe somebody spins it a little too fast, stuff flies off. Hey, not my turn. You lose points. That didn't go over very well. But still, lesson learned. So I put that there. What else do I have? I'll put there. So I put this here like that. Okay, right now this is 1, 2, 3. This is a 5x4, so that's kind of too tall right there. That's not gonna work. So let's say I do that. Okay, so I do that, and then I do that. But then remember, I only really want a 4x4, so I don't want to go too high. So the game is definitely challenging. We'll get those brain cells working as best you can. That ain't gonna work. So let's say I did that. So this is really only 3 high now. Okay, so I still have some room here. But the problem is I have this here, and I don't want to go that much higher than that. Ugh. Oops. Let's say I put that there. And wow. So as you can see, I'm doing this just picking any block I want, and it's still challenging. So if you add the die to it when you're rolling to see what color you pick, the challenge gets exponentially more difficult, on top of having to play the cards and pick a specific block that you have to place. Oh boy. So, okay. I would lose 5 points for that right there. Another 5. Oh boy. So don't spin it too fast. So that is Blokk, the game of daring you to be square, from Blokk Games, courtesy of Kim-Erik and Carmen Frisholm. So now, even after you're done playing the game, whether you scored a lot, you scored a little bit, then comes the challenge of putting all these individual colors back together. And I say challenge because it kind of is. Like, it's not, it seems like, oh, whatever, just put them back together. But they're not all, it's not, these are the types of puzzles that really get me. I'm not really good at these types of puzzles. I try, I do try. I put forth an effort, but I'm not really good at them. I like them. I'm not particularly good at them, but that's okay. I guess the more I do them, the better I would get. So then you get the challenge of trying to get it back in the box to go on your own shelf, or in my case, get it back in good shape to, make sure I can get it to somebody else so they can make some coverage for it. So remember, these two are conjoined, so don't pull them all apart. Don't ask me how I know. Just leave them as they are. Don't ask me how I know. I've said too much. So Blokk is the kind of game where you feel accomplished by doing well or doing decently in the game, and you also can feel good about yourself, or your group collectively can feel good about itself by getting everything back in the box correctly and quickly. That's Blokk. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a like, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Share it. Add a comment. I don't get that many comments, so I'm pretty sure I'll respond to you. Yeah. Stay safe. Wear a mask. Get vaccinated if you can. Yeah, still wear a mask even if you're vaccinated. Just play it safe. Take care and be blessed.